This video is for you if you have dry eye disease and you have noticed a decrease in your happiness and in your self-esteem, and you want to return back to that person that you once were pre-diagnosis that was more confident and radiant. Hey guys, my name is Tatiana and I help people with dry eye disease that life has been impacted go from constant pain and discomfort to long-lasting symptom relief so that they can better control their dry eye symptoms and improve their quality of life. Okay, so the first thing that I really want you guys to know is that you are not alone. Studies have shown that most people that have dry eye disease diagnosis have reported feeling alone after being diagnosed. This was me. When I was first diagnosed with severe dry eye disease, I spent an entire summer avoiding car rides with my family. And this was because I had a really hard time communicating with them that having the AC on in the car would be very painful to my eyes. And also that having the windows down in the car was also really painful to my eyes. So I decided to just turn down every opportunity to drive in a car with them. And this led to me feeling very alone, misunderstood, and even burdened, like a burden. And it wasn't until I finally communicated with them how the car environment was being painful to my condition that we both started working on ways to improve that car ride experience for everyone. And this is when I learned a life lesson, which is that you are not alone. I learned that when you have a condition, it's up to you to educate people around you how this condition works and what is triggering your symptoms and what is working for you so that you can come together and enjoy spending time with the people that you love. Okay, the second thing that I really want you to understand is that you have to make more eye contact. So, whenever I try to backtrack and figure out when I first started feeling more self cautious, the road always leads to when I first stopped making eye contact. And the reason why I stopped making eye contact was because when I was first diagnosed with severe dry eye disease, I was so unaware of this condition. I just knew that it really bothered my eyes and I didn't know how to operate with it. So I was still living my life like I didn't have the condition. So I would be having great conversations with people and then out of nowhere, my symptoms would just be agitated and I would be experiencing level 8, 9, or 10 pain in my eyes, but I didn't want to stop the conversation because I was having a great time. And I also didn't want others around me to realize there was something wrong with my eyes because when my eyes were irritated, I would be blinking a lot. I would be blinking for longer periods of time, and I would also be rubbing my eyes a lot. So in my mind, this sounds a bit crazy, but I thought that if I didn't make eye contact with them, that they wouldn't be able to notice that my eyes were irritated. But I had no idea that avoiding eye contact will be the beginning that led to so many other issues, like reducing your self esteem, reducing your confidence, and developing more insecurities. So, little by little, when I was ready to start improving my confidence, making more eye contact with individuals and holding that eye contact whenever I was having conversations really helped me feel more like myself pre diagnosis. I felt more radiant and I felt more like myself, like I was back again. The last lesson is the most important lesson that you need to learn today, which is it is okay to not be okay. It is never a good idea to hide when you don't feel good physically because for two reasons. For one, people can tell when your eyes are not feeling good. It is very hard to hide from others when your eyes are irritated. So, no matter how well or how much you try to avoid eye contact or rub your eyes or move to the side to do it, people will be able to tell. And the second reason is because if you try to hide when you don't feel okay, then you're going to become hyper aware of your mannerisms And that is going to lead to you being more self cautious. And those are two things that we do not want in our lives. And guess what? You can also work on this by being more transparent about your dry eyes. I remember a few years back, I had a new colleague at work and we went to lunch together. And I remember when we were having a conversation, he was constantly staring at my lips. And this made me feel really uncomfortable. And it wasn't until he said, "Hey, by the way, if you notice me staring at your lips, it's because I have a really bad hearing and I understand how to read lips. So when you're conversating with me, sometimes I don't hear you because I'm soft spoken. So I'm staring at your lips so I can still know what you're saying." When he communicated that with me, I felt so at ease. Like I was no longer uncomfortable. I was like, oh, now I understand why his mannerisms is staring at my lips. So now I apply that to my dry eye condition. So if I'm having a conversation with someone and I notice I'm having like mild pain in my eyes, I just say, hey, by the way, if you notice me blinking a lot or rubbing my eyes, it is because I have dry eyes and I find myself feeling more comfortable when I do these certain mannerisms. And it's like a switch turns on in their heads. They're like, oh, okay, cool, cool. Thanks for letting me know. And I feel like they have a more better time communicating with me and continuing the conversation. And that is because they're no longer focusing on my mannerisms because I've explained to them why I'm behaving the way I am. What you can also do is simply take a break for your eyes. So if your eyes is in a lot of pain, and you're in the middle of a conversation, what you can do is be like, hey, it was really nice meeting you. I really enjoyed our conversation. I just have to step away for a bit. And when you step away, you can go out into the hallway, you can go into the restroom, you can go into your car, you can do any of these things and give your eyes the break and attention it needs. Whether that be putting your eye drops in or plugging your heated eye mask into the wall and getting that thermal treatment that your eyes need. Do what you need to do to help your eyes relax and feel better. It is totally okay to communicate that you're not feeling good and step away. Okay, guys, it is officially the end of the video. I had such a great time making this video because these three lessons is what helped me be more confident and also just live a more happy and healthier life with dry eye disease. So I would love to go on this journey with you guys. So if you implement any of these lessons in your everyday life, feel free to comment if you notice a difference in your life over a week or two. Um, Also, if you like this type of content, I make content about how you can improve your quality of life living with dry eye disease. Feel free to subscribe because this is the channel for you. Goodbye.